Saturday you guys have regionals and you're going to Minneapolis for your guys' regional. And this is also the first time you guys will be a 2 seed. So just how does it feel to finally just make more history with this team and be a 2 seed for the first time?
Being a 2 seed is awesome, but at the same time it doesn't really mean anything. Like, we still have to prove ourselves on that day, and there's been countless times that people haven't made it that are 1 seeds. So, you know, it just depends on the day who shows up, and so we know that we still have to do our job regardless of what seed we are. But it's exciting to know that we're 2 seed, and that was definitely a goal that we had this year, but at the same time we still have to do well on the day to prove ourselves.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on being placed into the Minneapolis regional?
We're really excited. I mean, personally for me, it's my hometown, so that's going to be awesome. But at the same time, I think there were a few other regions that were a little bit more difficult. So I think this is our best shot of making nationals, and we're very even with Minnesota as a team. So we know that we can beat them if we hit. So it's just going to really come down to who does the best on stuck landings, those little tents. So yeah.
Okay, so you did mention how you guys have been up against Minnesota before, and those times you guys have really been like neck and neck, but it just comes down to the little details as usual. So just what kind of motivation has it given you guys, knowing that you guys have another chance at facing them, and then finally just getting a win over them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of motivation. Any team that's neck and neck is always even more motivation to win, you know, and I think we've been working in practice on the little details, stuck landings, especially on bars and beam. Like, we have just been not allowing ourselves to count bad turns and just taking quality turns. So that's really what we're looking for this weekend.
Okay, so also this past week there was like no school soccer, but you also had no competitions either. So you guys will have had about like 2 weeks of practice heading into regionals. So just what are your thoughts on being able to have so much time to prepare for it?
It's great. I think that the coaches tried to keep it on schedule. We did a practice day on Thursday and then a competition on Friday here at Kenny, and it was exactly what we're going to be doing at regionals. We started on floor, we took the buys in between, so we're fully prepared, and I think that was a great opportunity to prepare even more. So it's always good to get like a little bit more practice, but I think it's also important that we did that simulation.
Okay, so also you did mention how Minneapolis is pretty close to your hometown. So just how does it feel to be going to regionals so close to home, especially with the chance of it being your last meet ever?
Yeah, I think it's kind of bittersweet. Obviously, I don't want it to be my last meet ever, and I'm fully confident that it won't be, but at the same time, it's fun to have my friends and family there and supporting me no matter what happens, and just knowing that, you know, that's where I started my gymnastics career, so it's kind of cool to go back one last time before it's over and compete there. But we're not going into it thinking about it's going to be our last time, because it's not. So